Good evening, guten Tagen, listen.
Why are you talking German?
I'm not.
It bears no relation to what
Well,
we're
it
reviewing.
kind of does.
Oh, go on then.
Well, does it? This is German in the royal family.
Okay.
Kaiser Wilhelm
Tenuous
and all that
link.
kind of... Anyway, okay, this is The Crown Season 5. And we have talked a lot about the fact that we sort of pulled our parachutes, didn't we? Jettisoned. We pressed the eject button and then pulled our parachutes at about, what was it, Season 2? 3? No,
Well, I've
Season
been
3.
quietly watching it without you.
Have you? Where are you at then?
I'm on the last series with Diana.
Season 4? Is that Season 4?
I don't
Well,
know.
this is Season 5. And I think, obviously, it's in the news today massively. I don't know whether Judi Dench knew that the trailer for Season 5 was going to land today. Obviously, she's calling it crude. She calls it crass. Lots of people saying, is that because she's chums with Camilla and Charles? Maybe. But also, there is this sort of... Have you had the feeling, as you've watched more and more recent episodes, that it's getting a bit sort of dicier the nearer they get to now?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked a lot about this theory, haven't we, on our channel over the last week?
No,
Coffee
not speculative
when
fiction
we
again.
when we talked about a blonde, that our growing discomfort with it. The terrible thing is, The Crown is brilliantly done.
Yeah, it's excellent.
The actors are always top class. Production is perfection, and their story is incredibly engaging and dramatic. So. Yeah, you know, when we all started off watching it without thinking much about how that impacts on the lives or even posthumously the lives of those people. But having watched Blonde and having had this discussion for quite a few days after we watched the film, we became increasingly uncomfortable with the idea that you can, as I didn't know this genre, speculative fiction. And I don't think it's fair.
Well, I just think there needs to be clearer signposting, don't you?
I just think as long as it says this is a work of fiction, some of this there may be some grains of truth in, but it's rumour, it's conjecture. None of the people in this have in any way contributed or sanctioned it.
Yeah.
Then I think it's fair.
Because
but I think why can't they do that? And the reason they can't do that is they want to play with people's lives and kind of let you think.
Well, I think they want to
that is
exploit
true.
the ambiguity. They want to keep it so that people are wondering, well, could they? Did they? Is there evidence of this? Perhaps there's some... And I think the closer they keep as much of the storytelling to real moments, well-documented moments, public statements that we know were said, the more people will start to think, well, maybe they do know this. And so I think you're right. I think it's a purposeful act of obfuscation and ambivalence created around what's real and what's not.
But I think... this one will be quite dangerous for them because we've already had John Major speak out. You know, if people are saying, well, is Judi only saying that because she's friends with Charles and Camilla? Well, maybe Judy's saying that because she's friends with Charles and Camilla.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
And you know, so John Major has already said that absolutely 100% he did not have a conversation with Prince Charles about trying to get the Queen to abdicate. Yeah. So... I suspect a lot more people will be popping up and saying that's not true, it didn't happen, which then puts so much into question for all the series.
Well, just before I hit play, I think one of the reasons I left, obviously more than you left, I know they're great, Emma Corrin, but it was less about Emma Corrin's performance as Princess Diana. It was, I think I just had a problem with Princess Diana being portrayed in any way because... there's a sort of dated affectation, I think there was, to Princess Diana herself. So it's nothing to do with the portrayal. I just found it too rich.
The portrayal was
astonishing,
close.
But I literally couldn't. I just couldn't make. It was like an aversion. I just couldn't watch it. Now in this series, Elizabeth Debicki takes on the role of Princess Diana, and I believe Dominic West takes on the role of Prince Charles. I think Jonathan Pryce is in there as Prince Philip. And obviously Imelda Staunton is the Queen. She'll be quite something. Obviously, coming after Olivia Colman and Claire Foy. So let's check it out.
In light of the events of the last 12 months,
Anna Cerebus.
Perhaps I have more to reflect on than most.
The royal family is in genuine crisis.
Have royal scandals damaged the country's reputation?
The House of Windsor should be binding the nation together, setting an example of idealized family life. It's a situation that cannot help but affect the stability of the country.
For years, I've called for a more modern monarchy that reflects the world outside.
I don't think it's my behaviour that's threatening its survival. You, as future king, have a duty.
People will never understand how it's really been for me. I never stood a chance.
She's at breaking point because of the way she feels she's been treated. They see her as a threat.
Remember the one condition, the one rule. You remain loyal to this family.
Who is silent?
Yes, it's a system. For better or for worse, we're all stuck in it. It feels it's all about to erupt.
She opens her mouth and hand grenades come out. She wants to tear down the temple.
Let's go for it.
What the hell is she doing?
I won't go quietly. I'll battle till the end.
Our glories belong to the past. And the world will move on. And we'll be left with nothing.
How did it come to this?
Oh, sorry.
What a trailer. I got goosebumps.
I had goosebumps on my goosebumps.
That was really good.
See, that's why it's like a drug. You want
That's
to
bad
watch
for
it.
you and makes you a bit mucky.
Makes you feel disgusting.
But that was really
Elizabeth
good.
Debicki looks amazing.
Looks
amazing. as Princess Diana. I thought Dominic West
Dominic
looks
West is such a good actor.
quite something.
Jonathan Pryce.
Lesley Manville in there, obviously as Margaret.
Wow. Let us know below.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Will you be watching? Do you believe it's morally wrong, but watch it anyway? What do you think?
But I think really clever use of the Richard Ashcroft song, because it takes you right back to that era, that period when that song was playing, from the Verve. Very powerful. I was like, fuck, I need to catch up.
That was really good.
Where are you at? Can I join you in it? Or?
I mean, the thing is with The Crown, the stories, it can really just come in there.
That's true, yeah. But it's more interesting than the real life story, isn't it? Because it's a lie.
Wow.